Alright, imagine having an earthquake with a size of 7.8 striking your house. This would mean, along with your house, your hopes, aspirations, dreams, and maybe even your family will be ruined. This is what is happening to the people who are living in Nepal right now. There are several organizations who are helping the people in Nepal right now. Among those organizations is the Islamic Relief of USA. I have been a volunteer with an Islamic organization for over 2 years, so I'm familiar with how these Islamic organizations work. So the people who are in need worldwide, like in Nepal, are in need of urgent assistance. The employees at MSNBC wrote an article on how to help the victims of Nepal, and they said in their article that the relief agencies in Nepal have only reached the urban areas, which means most of the victims in Nepal who are in the rural areas have only received minimal help. First of all, the Islamic Relief of USA helps people who suffer from world afflictions. These afflictions range from being physical afflictions like a hurricane or earthquake, all the way to individual afflictions like world hunger. So the UN said it in its article in 2014 named The World's Women. It said that 774 million people in the world are suffering from world hunger. This means this is nearly 1 out of 7 people in the world don't have enough food. The World Hunger Organization in its article said that 791 people in the world are over the age of 15 cannot read or write. This is almost equal to 1 out of 9 people in the world who can't read or write. Along with these afflictions, the rate of earthquakes each year are also increasing. The USGS, which is the official record of earthquakes in the US, said in its article, the frequency of earthquakes in November 27th of 2012, that annually we receive about 15 earthquakes which have a magnitude between 7.0 to 8.0. This means that around the world annually we have about 15 earthquakes which are the size of the Nepal earthquake. So urgent assistance should always be available for the people in need. Now we have seen how much world afflictions we have. We're going to see how the Islamic Relief of the USA helps alleviate the people in these severe situations. The Islamic Relief of USA has several assignments that they're working on worldwide, which helps the people who are in need. Among those assignments is the ones which I've already mentioned, which is the Nepal earthquake, and they're also helping evacuate the refugees in war countries such as Yemen and Syria, for example. The Islamic Relief of USA said in their article in 2015 on their website irusa.org, it said that they were helping people in Nepal within hours of the Nepal earthquake. This shows the effectiveness and the awareness of the Islamic Relief of USA. The UN Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs said in their article that 12.2 million people are in need, and the Islamic Relief of the USA has helped the people in Syria. They've been helping the people in Syria for 4 years since the beginning of the Syrian civil war, and they've helped around 2 million people, and they're still helping right now, which shows how long and how hard they work. Now we have seen how the Islamic Relief of the USA works. We will see now what would happen if the Islamic Relief of the USA was working optimally and if they were receiving maximal aid. The Islamic Relief of USA right now is focusing on 7 huge assignments, which includes the Syrian refugees and the Yemen refugees and the Nepal earthquake and other and other efforts. If more aid and more volunteers were in the Islamic Relief of USA, or more contributions were made, the Islamic Relief of USA would open up more agencies. This would help the people who live in the rural areas of Nepal and other rural areas, because most of the organizations that help, such as the Salvation Army and all the other organizations, usually focus on the urban areas, because the urban areas are the ones which are hit the hardest. So the people who are living in the rural areas, they don't really have as much of a chance for aid like other people. If more people would help the Islamic Relief of the USA and Islamic Relief of the USA, or they would help aid them, people who are suffering from severe afflictions would be alleviated, and they would receive the urgent assistance that they need. In conclusion, the Islamic Relief of USA is a non-profit organization which works to help alleviate the suffering of people in the Middle East, Central Africa, and also around the world. It operates here in the U.S. and it operates worldwide to help alleviate the suffering of the people in need. If you want to help the people who are suffering worldwide, you should volunteer or give aid to the Islamic Relief of the USA so they can help open up more agencies to help more people. It could be because of your contribution and help that the Islamic Relief of USA can help people who have been afflicted with severe afflictions, like earthquakes. Okay, I'm going to show you a few pictures of events that they opened up. This event was by the Islamic Relief of USA. They opened up in Washington D.C. and these faces are some of the faces that the Islamic Relief of USA has helped. For example, most of these people, some of them are from the Yemen and Somalia, and this event was for the people in Washington D.C. so they can help contribute to the Islamic Relief of USA, and so they can hear the stories of these people who are pictured above. This was also an event. It was an Islamic event. It's called Eid, which is the Islamic holiday, and then it was encouraging the people to support the Islamic Relief of USA. And yeah, any questions?
I have one.
Yeah.
How did you become a volunteer of the Islamic?
Oh, I was not a volunteer for that specific Islamic
Right.
organization, but I was a volunteer for our Islamic community.
Okay.
Yes.
So what type of people work for the Islamic Relief? Are they volunteers or are they employees or?
There are volunteers and employees, but if you want to volunteer, you can just sign up for an application. But the employees, they only accept the most qualified people because this is a very professional organization. Most of the people, they need at least 6 years of schooling to apply for working there. Any other questions?
Where
Yes.
is the organization based?
It's here in the U.S. I think it's either in Houston or somewhere around the area, but they have agencies for over 40 different countries right now, and they're expanding and opening up in the rural areas. All right.